What's going on, everyone? It's Evan with Lions, Bulls, and Bears, back for another episode from the torch today. So yeah, pretty much this video, I just kind of want to do a market update and give you guys my opinion on where I think we're going, and share some opinions of some people who I follow in the space, where they think we're going. Are we going to 10K? Are we going to 100K? I'll just tell you now, I think we're going to 100K. We might go to 10K after we go to 100K, but yeah. Anyway, we'll get into that here in a minute. Let's start with a market update. Bitcoin is $33,565 and is up 4%. We got Ethereum is $2,116 and is also up 4%. Almost everything's up 4% or down 4%. It's funny. Litecoin is up $125, up to $125 and is up 4%. Let's see what else. We got Chainlink is $16.70. And it's up 4%. We got XRP up 3%, up to 60 cents. XLM Stellar is 26 cents and is down 2%. Doge is 19 cents, is up 2%. Got Ravencoin is 5 cents. A little over 5.5 cents, 0.057, up 6% today. Theta is $5.17, up 8%. We got Cardano, ADA, is up 3% to $1.21. And Hex is 14 cents and is up 5.5%. Just noticed I forgot to mention today's date is July 23rd, Friday. Let's get into the stock market now. So the Dow is at $35,061. The S&P is $4,411. And the NASDAQ is $14,837. And they're all just about up 1%, pretty much flat on the day. Got Tesla stock is down 5%, $643. Got GameStop is up 1.5%. It is sitting at $180 a share. And AMC is $37, down about 2%. And you got precious metals. Silver is sitting at $25.31, is down 5%. And gold is at $1,810 and is pretty much unchanged for the day. So there's the market update. Now let's get into the content of today's video. I'm pretty much going to cover 3 different people on YouTube who I like them all. I'm sure they all have their haters and detractors, but yeah, the 3 people I'm going to be discussing are Polny, who is a cycle analyst. Then we got Chico Crypto, who is an amazing in-depth researcher, and Richard Hart, who is a entrepreneur and self-help author and early Bitcoin miner, and also the creator of Hex, and also what he's about to create is a fork of Ethereum called Pulse, which is going to be the video I'm making right after this one. So yeah, let's start with Bo Polny's take on the most recent drop we had. I'm going to play a clip from the interview he did on the Wild West Crypto Show, interviewed Bo, and let's listen to what he says here about the most recent drop and how he believes that it was basically coordinated, that is manipulation, and that it's nothing really to worry about. You know, I do subscribe to his newsletters, and I will say he originally said May. We are going to see a big sell-off in May. You know, the whole adage, sell in May, go away. But then he later thought we were going up in May, and so he didn't get May right, and he didn't really see. He did still expect a big drop, but he thought it would be a little later than it ended up happening. But yeah, let's roll the clip of what he told the guys on the Wild West Crypto Show.
Correct. Well, that's like this last Bitcoin drop, right? It dropped, say, 50 from 65 down to 30, so 50% correction, right? But I was reading that wiped out over 800,000 traders. You realize that? Yep. It wiped out 800,000 traders who are trading cryptos. Okay. Yep. And how does that happen? Because of greed, right? So, and how do they get Bitcoin, right? You can't make more of them, right? You can be mining them, but that's slow, right? So what's the fastest way to accumulate Bitcoin for the ones that want to, grab it? They basically come together, news media stations, and throw Elon Musk in the equation. Next thing you know, boom, you have news media, and they all pile in at the same time, and all of a sudden, boom, you have this plunge in Bitcoin, right? And so it's coordinated. The coordination allows them to, they wiped out 800,000 traders, and then guess who accumulated all the Bitcoin and the cryptocurrencies on the drop, right?
So yeah, as you can see, Bo mentioned that there were some, he hinted that there were some people, that this drop was coordinated, and that, some people did it intentionally so that they could buy up more cryptos on the cheap. He doesn't really say who he thinks that is, whether it's just some big whales or the banks or some financial institutions or wealthy families. So yeah, I think Bo's right, and it kind of lines up with what Chico Crypto is saying. He mentions a blog by Ecoinometrics, and I'll link it in the description. Both Chico's video, as well as Bo's video, as well as the blog post. But yeah, a lot of the large whales, according to Ecoinometrics, thought the run-up was too much too fast, and a lot of them sold at the top, and they have been accumulating again, and the largest of the whales are starting to accumulate in this 30K zone.
And Ecoinometrics put out a great blog post titled Ecoinometrics On-Chain Trends, and in it they covered this cycle compared with other cycles, but below they covered accumulation by different levels of Bitcoin held in wallets since October 2020, aka retail versus whales, in a nice little heat map. As we can see from the heat map, small addresses less than 1 BTC accumulated from January all the way up to the big correction, and then they started selling in the downtrend. This is majority retail, although medium fish 1 to 100 BTC started decreasing their holdings since the mid 20Ks. And then the big fish 100 to 1000 BTC increased their stacks from the move 30K to 60K, but not much selling in the downtrend back to 30K. And finally, the big nasty whales, 1K to 10K BTC, started unloading at 30K. But now that we are back to that level, they have begun accumulating once again, which is even seen more clearly in that whales group zoomed in heat map below. Ecoinometrics continues to compare this cycle to others in their blog, but then they say this based on their data, and I freaking love it. So it's possible that some whales felt it was too much too fast, and that triggered some selling pressure, which led to the topping process at 64K. When FUD was added to the situation, the small fish also stopped accumulating, resulting in the minus 55% correction we are in right now. Since BTC stabilized around 30K, things have changed though. Whales and small fish have started accumulating again, while other categories have turned neutral, which they show in their chart and heat map below. And finally they conclude, if that interpretation is correct, then what we had with this correction is a reset. Would that trend continue? There is only one direction Bitcoin can go, and that's up. There are two ways it can go, but I totally agree with that. We got way too hot, way too quick into this cycle. And I've been saying this for some time, that this cycle's top would be around 100K.
Sentiment is definitely really bearish right now. Yeah, and Bo is predicting a very imminent and sudden reversal. And so it'll be interesting to see if he's right. Where Chico is thinking that we're going to have a more gradual. All right, now I want to go back to Bo Polny's interview on the Wild West Crypto Show, because he mentions how we haven't seen the blow off top yet, which we usually see. And I do agree with him. I don't think, even though it was, 10K to 60K was a really big and dramatic move, and at times it was going pretty exponential on the chart, it still wasn't the type of blow off top we saw in 2017. So let's play that clip from Bo.
Okay, so there's Bitcoin, right? So in any market, whether it's Bitcoin, stock markets, gold and silver, there's what's called a blow off top. It's an explosion, okay? So we had Bitcoin move up. Do you see a spike, vertical spike there? I see three highs. It ran up, made a triple top, pulled back 50%, okay? That's not go look at the charts historically from in 2018, I think, or 2017, when Bitcoin spiked vertical, when it hit 20,000. See, that was epic, but it was a very dramatic, sharp move, okay? So if you want to correlate that move of 20,000 in 2017, that type of a spike top would be Bitcoin at over or anywhere near or over 200,000.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we've only seen is a mass amount of people trying to accumulate, and so they scare the heck out of the market. That's all that's happened. They did it in in less volatile time, when there's less people trading, so they can do it in May, June, and then next thing you know, it's going to shoot back up. And then we're just going to have what's called the next leg up. Okay, so like you said, so what we had is 1, 2, and then it's going to shoot back up and go vertical into 3. So we're nowhere near some kind of a cycle top, or we haven't topped in Bitcoin, because that wasn't a blow off top. And so now we're basically having accumulation. Following accumulation, we're going to have the next move is going to be fun. Okay, so as exciting as that move was from 10,000 to 60,000, the next move is going to be really exciting, because we're heading into 200s.
Yeah, and I also included a clip of Bo mentioning how the summertime was a very strategic time for them to slam the price, because not as many people are active in the market. When it's summer, people are out camping, hiking, spending time with their kids and their family. And that's, I think, why there is that adage, selling may go away. Summertime can tend to be kind of doldrums for a lot of markets. All right, so that was Bo making a comparison to the 2017 bull run. But I thought it was interesting. Chico Crypto and I both got into crypto right around the same time, bought our first Bitcoin in 2013 and during that bull run. And Chico is thinking, Chico is thinking that this bull run is mirroring, is more similar to the 2013 bull run, which I find interesting. So let's roll that clip of Chico making the comparison between this bull run and the 2013 bull.
So now let's just do some comparisons to that cycle 2013 to what we have experienced throughout this year, 2021. BTC went from $12 October 2012 to $230, peaking April 9th, 2013, a multiplier of 19x. What happened this cycle? The price went from around 10K in October 2020 to about 64K, peaking April 13th, 2021, a multiplier of 6.4x. How about the crashes? Well, back then it went from the peak April 9th of 230 to a low of $66 July 8th, 2013, a 71% decrease or crash. This cycle? Well, the peak was April 13th and it was 64K. And as of yesterday, July 20th, we were hitting the lows of around 29.5K, a decrease of basically 54%. Why so similar, especially the dates? Peaks around the same time in April, within days. And if we are nearing the lows are in July. Of course, the multipliers and the crashes aren't going to be the same. BTC has grown as an asset, and these are going to constrain over time. So if we are mirroring 2013, that means things won't get hype cycle bullish until the end of the year. We may start to increase slowly but surely month after month, but it won't be intense like we saw throughout the beginning of this year. It will be a gradual climb back up to 64K, and then hype cycle. Will it happen? All Chico has to say is the more things change, the more they stay the same.
So I think Chico does a great comparison there, and we'll see how it pans out. If Bo's right and it happens more imminently, like August, September, we start getting back towards all-time highs and actually making new all-time highs. Or if Chico's right and it's a more gradual rise and we don't see the fireworks until later in the year, more towards like winter time. The last person I want to discuss is Richard Hart and his call for 10K. Apparently he called the top to the day on Bitcoin and said Ethereum would crash 27 days later, which it did, and he's saying this bull run is over. I remember hearing videos from him not that long ago saying it would go to over 100K. So either way, I do think he's right. We are going to see an 85% drop, whether that was from 60K or 100 or 200K if Chico and Polny are right. I do think we will see an 85% drop. So if the top was 64K, then we've already come down quite a bit. We've seen most of the drop already. If the bull market, if we have another leg up in this bull market, then go up to 100K and crash down to 10K or 15,000 or whatever, that will be, that will definitely scare a lot of people out of the market. So it'll be interesting to see. And speaking of Richard Hart, I'm really excited for Pulse Chain, and I'm going to do a whole video right now on that. So check that out when it comes out, and thank you so much everyone for listening. I'll link Chico Crypto's couple videos So Chico Crypto also just posted a video about how the elite, I think like the Rothschilds and Rockefellers, it started playing, how like the thumbnails start to play, but I haven't watched it yet, so I'm gonna watch that now. But check out the videos in the description. Leave me your guys' opinions in the comment. Where do you think we're going? 10K, 100K? I'd love to know what you all think. I think we're going, the next leg up is coming. So anyway, take care everyone. Love you. Peace.
So that's why in a bull market, as much as they can hammer it and try to bring it down, bull markets have one specific thing in them. Brent, higher lows, right? So we went up to $65,000. Okay, so it dropped to 30, high 20s. That's still a higher low because it broke out of 10,000, right? So we're in a bull market, and all that was an accumulation phase for the people who want to basically scare people out of the market or wipe them out of the market.